Hey Rose family, it's your girl Serenity Rose, and I am back with another video. As you can tell by the title, this is going to be another declutter. So I'm going to be decluttering bronzers, blushes, and highlights in this video. Any types of form, powder, liquid, cream. So if you are interested, then just keep on watching. So before I start decluttering, I also did want to mention, I know I said I wasn't going to straighten my hair for an entire year in January, but curiosity got the best of me. I wanted to see if it got longer and how much longer it did get, and it did get a bit longer. Not sure if you'll be able to tell, like if you look from the back, but it's pretty long. Before it was just a little bit, like probably somewhere around here, but it did grow. So this is not something you're gonna see again. I'm probably not gonna straighten it again, probably for another 4 or 5 months, just to see if the growth continues. I will do like a video on what I'm using on my hair and how I style it and clean it and all that good stuff, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's get on to the declutter part. So I have everything as far as highlight, blush, and contour and bronzers right in front of me in all types forms: cream, stick, powder, liquid. So let's just get started. So let me show you guys. I have this little like pile here, and then a container full of a bunch and some sticks here. The first thing I want to start off is with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This is in the shade F13, and this is way too dark to be foundation, but this is such a beautiful product to cream contour with, or cream bronze. The shade is more like a bronzy shade on me, so I would highly recommend. And I paid for this, so I'm definitely not gonna throw it out because I got the wrong shade. I'm gonna get my use out of this. So yeah, this is definitely staying. Then I have the Mega Glow makeup stick from Wet n Wild. It's a contour stick. I have mine in the shade Call Me Maple. This is also really nice. Has quite a bit of product left. I'm definitely keeping this. It blends out super smooth, and this is also more of like a bronzy shade on me. Then I have the AOA Studio Effects contour stick. Mine is in the shade Sand. Do some swatches for you guys. Super creamy. This also blends out really nicely, so I highly recommend it. This was just $8, so yeah. Also, I'll try to leave some of the stuff linked down below, and if you want a specific link that I don't have down below, comment and I will give you the link if I can find it. Next, I have the Cover FX glitter drops in the shade Nova. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and it is really pretty, but this is not something I can mix in with my foundation or use on my face. I don't like liquid highlighters on my face. They just stick. And the real way that I use this is on my eyelids. I use a flat shader brush and just pack it on. It leaves my lids looking super nice and super wet. So also gonna keep this, and I can tell I'm not off to the best start, so hopefully it gets better. Next, I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade Bikini Contest, and this is more like a setting powder for me. I can't use this as a bronzer at all. It's way too light, and yeah, if you can tell, like it's like stark white. Like, how am I going to use that as a bronzer? So I definitely use this as a setting powder, so I think I'm just going to move this into my setting powders and use that like that. So I'm keeping this. Okay, so the next thing is this Honolulu by W7. This is a bronzer, and it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Hula one. I really love this. It's super smooth and it blends out super nice, and I'm definitely keeping it. super, super light, but I wouldn't really use this as a bronzer. I'd use this more as like a contour powder, just because it's so like cool toned. So yeah, keeping. The next thing I have is the Maybelline New York Master Contour by Face Studio contouring kit. This is in medium to deep, so it comes with a contour, a blush, and a highlight. I personally don't like this kit, and it does come with a little brush, super dirty. So yeah, it comes with highlight, blush, and contour. As you can see, the blush is kind of shimmery and has a sheen to it. The contour is really nice, and the highlight is nice as well. And I kind of want to keep it just with the highlight, but I have so much highlighters that I prefer more than this, so I'm going to declutter this and give this to someone who probably will use it. Next is the Blush to Go 4-color blush palette from BH Cosmetics, and these are super, super pigmented. Like, you literally just have to tap your brush in and you're good to go. I have a mix of these 3 shades on my face, like super pretty, super pigmented. I did have to go in and fix it because they are super pigmented, and I believe this is the only blush palette that I have, so I'm definitely gonna keep this. I don't use this shade because it has like glitter in it, but maybe as an eyeshadow I can try it, but I'm definitely going to keep this. Next, I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. I freaking love this contouring palette. Comes with a nice banana shade, you know, under the eyes, clean up the contour, set wherever you put concealer, and then the freaking contour shade is beautiful, blends out like a dream. It's super huge. As you can see, I definitely love it. I'm hitting pan already, so I'm definitely going to keep this and use it up. This was in my project pen last year, but it's really hard to use the same thing consistently for a whole year. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this. I have mine in the shade Caramel Toffee, and it works beautifully with my skin tone. Next, I have the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. Now, this kind of looks a lot more orange, so it's so smooth and so creamy and buttery. I freaking love this thing. So there's that one, and as you can see, it blends in with my skin. So this is something I would, I don't know, I feel like when I'm on like in my paler shades of foundation and whatnot, I could use this as a bronzer, but when I get tanned, I use this as a setting powder, and I love the formula, so I'm definitely going to keep this. I will say the only con about this is that there's only like 2 or 3 shades, and I ordered this off of Ulta online, so yeah, I wish they had more deeper shades. They're all like pretty light, so even for me, this is just pushing it, so I'm definitely going to keep this. Okay, so let's just finish off the rest of the palettes. I have 3 or 4 more. So next is the BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight Palette. Comes with 6 highlighters, and I am not getting rid of this. Like, this is a beautiful, super pigmented. Like, I'll apply some of, I'm gonna apply some of this shade right here, which is called Glow. And I mean, I already have highlight on, but this stuff, super pigmented. Like, oh. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping this. So yeah, if you're looking for a highlight palette, I highly recommend this one. Super affordable and super pigmented, and it comes with a nice mirror. Highly recommend. Then I have the Morphe 8L Lo-Fi Highlight Contour Palette. Again, I spoke about this in my favorites. If that's not up, it will be up at some point this month. Freaking love this. I can literally use all the shades in here. It comes with 4 highlighters and 4 contour highlight shades. So yeah, definitely keeping. This is brand new as well, kind of. I've been using it, but it's new to my collection. And then the last palette I have is the Kogi Professionals Powder Contour Palette. That's what it looks like. And this also comes with a mirror. This has 6 shades, 3 light highlighter shades, like banana shades, lighter shades, and then 3 contour shades. Super, super cute. I freaking love this palette. Definitely not going anywhere. So all I have left is this little basket of stuff. So let's try to move through this super quick. Okay, so next is the NYX Professional Makeup Matte Bronzer. This is what it looks like. This kind of makes me look a bit muddy when I'm tan, but like right now it would look okay. This is super cool tone, so I wouldn't really use this as a bronzer. I would use this as maybe a contour powder, so I'm definitely going to keep this. Next, I just got this in a Ipsy. This is a mini Morphe bronzer in the shade Blogger, and one of my new favorites, so this is definitely staying. I also got this highlighter from Daisy and Pearl or Seraphine Botanicals. I'm not sure, there's like 2 names on it, but this is the Natural Radiance Booster in the shade, I don't know what shade it is in, but this is what it is. This is also one of my favorite highlighters. Like, oh, you see that? You see that? Super, super freaking good. So definitely keeping, and it comes with a cute little mirror. Then I have the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten blush in the shade Tropic Hues. It comes with a little half mirror here, and this is a really nice formula, so I don't think I'm going to get rid of this. It does have a nice sheen to it, but looks really, really natural on the skin for some reason. So definitely keeping. Then I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Crown of My Canopy, and again, one of my favorite highlighters. It's kind of similar to the Daisy and Pearl one, but I'm definitely keeping it because Wet n Wild highlighters are bomb. I do want the shade that's more golden because I love a golden highlight. So yeah, I'm keeping. I do have this bronzer in the shade Skinny Dip from DLS, which I think is Dirty Little Secrets, like cosmetics, and this is what it looks like. And this is super, super shimmery. Like, you can't tell, but it is. Trust me, it is. And can you see that? It's like straight shimmer. So I'm gonna declutter this. I could use it as a single shadow, but I have so many eyeshadows and a few single shadows that I don't need to hold on to something else for that purpose. So that's getting decluttered. Next I have the Space Case blush in the shade Cosmic Gangster. Now this formula is super weird. It is kind of creamy, so when you put it on top of powder, it can move your foundation a bit, and I don't know, it's hard to work with. I would prefer to apply this before like setting my makeup. So I am going to keep this and play around with it some more, but if I do not play with it in my next series of declutters, this will get decluttered, but I am going to keep it for now. Okay, so next I have the BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer in the shade Cocoa Cutie, and it comes with a mirror, but this bronzer is so good. It blends out like a dream, and the color is perfect. It does have like a overlay of like shimmer or glitter, but it doesn't show up on the face. So yeah, look at that. Look at that friggin' color. Super, super pretty. Definitely keeping. And if I ever run out of this, I'm definitely repurchasing. Next is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold, and I used this so much that the lid is off of it / broken. But as you can see, I hit pan, and hitting pan on a highlighter is like impossible. So that's how you know it is super good. So I highly recommend this, and it's drugstore and super affordable. And yeah, if you can't tell, I'm definitely keeping this. I have this Giove Sunglow Shimmer Bronzer. I got this off of Shop Miss A, and I did see a few reviews and people said that they loved it and whatnot, but This is just like the Dirty Little Secrets bronzer. It has nothing but shimmer, and I could use this as a highlight, but again, I have a ton of highlight. I don't need to hold on to a bronzer to use it as highlight. So I'm going to declutter this, and I barely used it, so yeah, just not my type of formula for bronzer. Then I have this LA Colors Mineral Pressed Powder. Now, funny story with this, like when I was maybe 16, 17 in high school, and I'm pretty sure this was like my first serious relationship, my ex-boyfriend gave me a hickey and I was trying to hide it, so I got this powder, which in essence probably not a good idea, because this, if I put this on my neck, it looks like I have a whole new hickey. But as I got into makeup, I figured I'd keep it and I could use this as bronzer or contour, but every single time that I use this, it makes me look super, super muddy, and I don't like it. So maybe if I had a different shade, I could actually use it as foundation or a bronzer, but I'm going to declutter this. This would probably fit my niece way more. Next is the Steve Laurent blush. Super cute, comes with a little mirror, and I don't know what it is, but I love this type of blush color or shade. This is super pigmented, really easy to blend out, and maybe like my second favorite blush. This is probably like my second favorite blush. My first one is the Tarte blush formula, but I'm definitely keeping this. Next is the City Color Glow Pro Stellar Iridescence Highlighter. This is in the shade Nebula, and I absolutely hate this highlight. I remember when I got this in my Ipsy, and I did my try on, and I had to go out that day and I looked like a freaking Looney Tune. Like, it's super pretty if you're into this type of highlight, but this has like a weird blue purple cosmic shift to it, and I'm just not into it. And as much as I want to keep it in my collection just to keep it, I am trying to declutter, so I'm going to get rid of this. Next, I have the Balm blush slash eyeshadow volume 2 in the shade Bare Minimum, and I love this as a blush, and I love it as a transition shade as well. Super, super pretty color for the cheeks and the eyeshadow. So it looks really cohesive when you use this as a transition shade and as a blush, so definitely keeping. Next, I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Feisty. And as you can see, I'm hitting pan. This is like a sample or travel size, and I got this in one of my first Ipsies, and I hit pan. And also, hitting pan on blush is super hard as well, because you only need so much, but I freaking love this formula. Hands down, my favorite formula is from Tarte. So definitely keeping until I'm done. And then last but not least, I have the City Color Glow Duo. This is a cream and powder. There's no shade on it, so yeah, that's what it looks like. I also received this in an Ipsy. Now I tried using this as much as I could. Like the cream, I just don't know what it is with me and cream highlights, but we just don't mesh well. So the cream highlight is like a gold-ish shade. It looks super nice when you like rub it in, but it's just it's weird for me. Maybe I'm using it wrong. User error, probably. I don't know. But this highlight is super pretty, but it is too dark for me. So yeah, for those reasons, I'm going to... Oh, the swatch is making me want to keep it. I'm just going to let go of this before I keep it for no reason. So I'm going to declutter this. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for me. So that is everything. Now I'm just going to put everything back into my little container and organize it into my little drawer, and I will show you guys the whole process of putting everything back and reorganizing, and then that will bring this video to an end. So I got all my cream and stick products in here, like my Cover FX glitter, whatever. I have my highlighters and blushes and bronzers in here, and then my palettes are back here, my blush palette here, and then the bigger circular palettes are right here. So yeah, everything fits perfectly, and everything I got rid of, I didn't get rid of too much, but I did get rid of 6 different products. So yeah, I'm super satisfied with this. So see you guys in the outro. So that brings this video to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Any feedback is positive feedback. If you have not hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you guys go, and the notification bell right next to it so you can stay notified anytime I upload. And if you have any comments, drop them down below. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night wherever you guys are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!